Welcome to Hometowns and Heroes TV show here in Simi Valley. We have a real true hero we're presenting to you this week, Lieutenant Colonel Clyde East. He's being honored at the Reagan Presidential Library, which we will be visiting in this show. And we're just about to go to meet Clyde East at his home near Simi Valley. Join us.
During the Cuban Missile Crisis, there is a very well-known picture of the Russians loading missiles back on one of their freighters. And an airplane, one of the Voodoos, took a picture of the Russian freighters, and there was a shadow of the plane in front of the ship. Well, my father took that picture.
Well, I'm 92 years old, retired Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Air Force, with about something like 40 years service. And I have been retired for several years, and I had a very interesting career, which was exactly what I wanted to do. I decided very early that I wanted to be a pilot. I took off in 1941, hitchhiked to Canada, and stepped right into the Canadian Air Force as if I belonged there.
Clyde East, like most heroes, doesn't like to talk about himself, but he's lucky in the fact that he has lots of family and friends that do.
My name is Art Sherman, and I'm a leader of a group of veterans who meet once a week in the West Hills Wendy's restaurant. We've been meeting for 12 years, and I got to know Clyde East there, and as a World War II fighter pilot, he was acknowledged with my relationship because I served as a bombardier and intelligence officer with the 15th Air Force in Italy during the war. Believe it or not, as an intelligence officer, I used to go out to the groups before they flew on a mission and tell them one of the things is try to get, if they're shot down, try to get a hold of the Luftwaffe, because airmen during World War II, we respected one another. The Germans respected our flyers, we respected their flyers. And it was a relationship that disappeared today because jets don't even see their enemy anymore. Clyde had to see the planes he shot down, and it was a great deal. He has so many medals, it's amazing. Clyde not only is a hero, he is a hometown hero, which makes him 2 or 3 steps above a regular hero.
My name is Tom Mew. I'm a volunteer docent at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library Museum in Simi Valley, California. 9 years ago, I was assigned to a senior docent for training purposes, and that man happened to be Lieutenant Colonel Clyde B. East. In the ensuing months, I grew to love this man as a hometown hero because he epitomized everything I thought a hero stood for. I served in the Korean War in the Air Force, so I had a bit of love affair for airplanes and people who flew in them, but I never expected to meet a man with such talent who was so humble in what he did. It was probably 2 years before I realized I was standing next to the most highly decorated recon pilot of the Second World War. Now, I flew with people who had an air medal or two, but 43 is just unbelievable achievement for any human being. I asked him one day, when we're looking at his medals, because they were on display, I said, Clyde, which of all your medals do you really appreciate the most? He said, well, the one I never got, the Purple Heart. If people are interested in learning about this man, he has a book out. The book is called The Way It Happened, and he's chronicled in his own writing his entire service in the United States Air Force, Canadian Air Force, and RAF. Quite a wonderful book to read. In fact, I saw the newspaper article when he was interviewed a few months ago, and the title of the page is, It Should Be a Movie. It reads like a Sergeant York novel. Just like Sergeant York was a World War I hero, well, this is our World War II hero.
Susie and Dennis, how many kids were there in the family? And let's mention your mother's name, because she was really a hero too.
She was Margaret Ann, and her maiden name was Dilks. She was from Canada. My father met her when he was going through flight school up in Canada, and they fell in love up there. And he proposed to her, long distance, through the mail, and from England. And they got married, and they had 6 children. There are 4 surviving, 3 surviving daughters, and 1 son. By the time I was in the 9th grade, we had moved 11 different times. So when we finally moved to this house in 1974 was the first time my mom ever had a home that we owned. And she was so excited to finally have roots. And it was very special to her.
My dad's hometown is Chatham, Virginia. They had asked me, they have a library there, if there was anything that they could have back there, be something of his, because he's like their hometown hero back there. We had his flight jacket, a diorama, plus we have King George has signed his original declaration for him to be a pilot. Then when my father broke the sound barrier, and then quite a few photographs of him that we had blown up. If they go to Chatham, Virginia, at the Chatham, Virginia Library, they have it there. I have a special area set up just for him. I want to take him back there this year for him to be able to see it there. He knows it's there, but he would like to, as you can say, touch the merchandise. He used to go to schools and talk with the high school students, and they would have put him in an auditorium with all the seniors, where he would discuss with them his past and what he had done. He's been an inspiration and a teacher to so many young adults over the years, and giving of his past and retelling his story and inspiring so many people. I just commend him so much for doing that and taking the time from his day for just retelling the story. It's so important, because if he doesn't tell it, it might get lost.
My name is Rosa Soto, and I take care of Mr. Clyde B. East. It's an honor to me because I learned history through him. We talk about history every single day. We watch shows. I met a lot of the aces, his friends. I've been in Winsover, Wendy's, mostly every Monday with him. He's a great human being. He's very humble, but I ask him so many questions that I probably drive him crazy, but he loves it.
One of the most inspirational places you can take family and friends to in Southern California is the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library.
We are standing inside the Heroes Gallery, inside the Reagan Library. You can hear President Reagan speaking from the corner over there. And the Heroes Gallery was set up because at every State of the Union address, President Reagan felt it important to actually honor an American hero, and that became a tradition for him. So in this gallery, we tell that story, and then we honor American heroes that we have chosen as well. We talk about the Medal of Honor recipients. We talk about those that lost their lives during the Challenger explosion. We talk about 9/11. We have a real piece of the North Tower from 9/11, from the World Trade Centers, and it'll actually allow you to touch it. You're touching a piece of history here. And then behind me, we tell the story of Clyde East, our own docent who we're so proud of, a true American hero. We're standing in the Air Force One Pavilion of the Reagan Library. We say that the Reagan Library is one of Southern California's most beautiful and unique travel destinations, because where else can you go and actually step on board an authentic Air Force One? This is tail number 27,000. It flew 7 U.S. presidents, including President Reagan. It's the flying White House. If only those walls of the airplane could speak, and where it's been and what it's seen and the business that's happened on it. Here at the Reagan Library, you can touch an authentic piece of the Berlin Wall. You can view an exact replica of the White House Oval Office. You can stroll our grounds where we have replicas of the White House South Lawn and the White House Rose Garden. You can reflect at President Reagan's memorial site. He's actually buried here, and that's something that we cherish. In February 2011, we completely renovated all the museum galleries in honor of what would have been President Reagan's 100th birthday. So if you haven't been here in the past 3 years, it's really a brand new experience for you. The galleries are highly interactive, interactive games. You can act in a movie with Ronald Reagan using green screen technology. You can deliver the inaugural address on the steps of the U.S. Capitol using teleprompters. You can ride on a horse with the president at Rancho del Cielo. It's really just a fun, fabulous place to come learn about the American presidency, learn about the life and legacy of Ronald Reagan, and have a good time while you're doing it.
No American who sees firsthand the concrete and mortar, the guard posts and machine gun towers, the dog runs and the barbed wire can ever again take for granted his or her freedom or the precious gift that is America.
You know, there's been something quietly going on in the area here called Wings Over Wendy's. And you're going to learn about this experience right now.
It's a Monday morning tradition that unfolds at Wendy's in West Hills, California, when hundreds of veterans and decorated former Air Force pilots, including our hometown hero, Clyde East, get together in a new organization called Wings Over Wendy's. What a phenomenon. And now you'll meet some of the valiant soldiers and Ron and Diane Ross, owners of this Wendy's, who contributed Wendy's space for this group meeting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
People that look like they're doing something are interviewing Clyde East and also the Rosses, who are, shall I say, one of the godparents of this organization.
Thank you.
It's a busy morning here at Wings Over Wendy's in West Hills. We're here with the owners. We're with Ron Ross and Diane Ross, and they are an inspiration. They're heroes as well, because for many years you have been helping and contributing to this wonderful group. And I'd like to hear how it started. How did Wings Over Wendy's ever come to be? Ron?
It started with three guys that would meet in the dining room 12 years ago. They would sit around the table and talk about war stories. It started to grow to 6 people, and then they got to a point where they needed time to actually meet. So I said, sure, you can meet at, say, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Mondays. We're kind of slow that time. So it started with 3, 6, 12. It just continually grew. They started getting a little bit of media coverage from TVs, newspaper articles. And then all of a sudden it got to a point where it was just too big for the afternoon. It was costing us business because our customers wanted to sit. So I asked them if they'd move to mornings. So they said, sure, we can move to mornings. Well, then they just kept growing. So now, I don't know, they might have 130, 140 members now. There's probably 100 here today.
Let's bring Diane into it now. Diane, I understand you had a lot to do with it, getting it set up for the mornings and making everything happen here. And isn't it an honor? Isn't it an honor to have these great men that served our country?
Oh, these guys, they just make you happy to the point of, I don't know, they just bring tears to my eyes, because I can't imagine that there are so many men here. And my dad was a veteran, but he was from Scotland, and then he became a veteran. He lied about getting into the war because he wanted to become an American citizen. He was from Scotland, and then he lied. He fought in the Battle of the Bulge, and I've told these guys the story, but their stories are much better than what my dad's story was. But I'm doing an article for Wendy's so that maybe more stories will go through the Wendy's system, not because of us, but that maybe more Wendy's will do this.
I really don't know of that many places that are doing something that you're volunteering time for these guys to meet.
Well, it just grew by these guys. I mean, these guys are pretty amazing. I mean, you've got a bunch of World War II veterans that come up with photoshopping things, and I mean, usually you don't think about guys at that age doing stuff like that, but they're a great group of guys, and it's you know, it's a thrill to watch them, and they're having a lot of fun. So, I mean, it's really due to these guys. They've done it all themselves, really. And we're lucky to have this many hometown heroes in West Hills.
Yes, and I would like to add to that and say that Diane and Ron, you're our hometown heroes as well.
Oh,
this is a terrific program.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Steve Politis. I'm the oldest one here. And what makes me unusual is that I was working for the War Department for the Signal Corps before the war. So when I came into the service, all they did was take my job description and move it over to the other side. And I found out about Wings Over Wendy's. I came out of the bank one day, and Art Sherman saw that I had disabled veteran license plates, and he said, "Which war were you in, Korea or World War II?" I said, "World War II." He said, "Me too. What unit?" And I said, "Well, the last one was 15th Air Force." He said, "Well, me too." And I've been coming here ever since, 12 years. And I met Clyde here, Clyde East, and we sit together, and it turned out that he and I are the only two of the gang that meets here that remained in Italy after the war was over. He continued serving. After serving in 3 wars and being in the Guinness Book of Records, he's in the Guinness Book of Records because he has more of one medal than anybody in our history. He has 43 air medals. And then he went to work for the Rand Corporation, a think tank. Spent 28 years with them. When Churchill talked about the Battle of Britain, where he said, "Never have so many owed so much to so few," he was one of the few.
You told me that you were flying reconnaissance for Eisenhower just around the D-Day operation. Is that right? You were flying reconnaissance for General Eisenhower on the D-Day mission, okay? And you actually shot down 1 German airplane at that time.
Flight of 2, shot down 2.
You shot down 2, okay, but that wasn't your intention. You were actually reconnaissance. You were doing photographic work.
Yeah, this was my...
when they guys got in your way.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Well, that's amazing.
It was all just luck. But we did get the first 2 airplanes shot down on D-Day.
You know, I wasn't aware of that. I thought all you did, you were a P-51 fighter pilot, and that was your job to go after these Germans, but that was really not you. You were really a reconnaissance.
I flew the second reconnaissance flight that was flown on D-Day, and we got 2
ME-109s?
FW-109. Oh, hi.
He was a fighter pilot. I was a B-24 Liberator pilot, and I flew 35 combat missions and had all kinds of experiences, crash landings in France, and was recently awarded the Legion of Medal of Honor from France.
So my name is Brian Gavidia. I'm a representative for Congressman Tony Cardenas, who represents the 29th District in the Northeast San Fernando Valley. And today I'm just here to say hello to the Wings Over Wendy's, thank them for their service, and present them a flag flown over the Capitol on behalf of the Congressman. So I'm just here to say hello, present the flag, and I'm really amazed to see in the capacity that they meet. So it's a good thing to be out here. So especially since I believe that it's their 10th year anniversary meeting. So it's a pleasure to be here.
You know, it's funny. Even my uncle served in the First World War. All the kids went in the Second World War. They were in the Air Force, bombardiers, navigators, and stuff like that. Why do we have war all the time? No, Barney.
Barney's one of our few veterans who actually saw them raise the flag at Mount Suribachi.
in Iwo Jima.
That's amazing. And I'm Richard Raskoff, and because I served state time, was never in a war, I'm privileged to be among these older guys who are my real heroes.
Thank you.
These guys are amazing.
I don't consider myself a hero, though.
I'm going to go over and get some coffee.
I consider myself a survivor. The heroes are the ones that didn't make it back, and the ones that lost their limbs. Those are the heroes. But I was fortunate to come back.
Now, everyone loves ice cream, but I'm sure you've never seen ice cream like this. Let's take a look.
Taste the sensation, experience the magic. Here at Sub-Zero Ice Cream, we make ice cream live right in front of the customers. They have pretty much endless combinations that they can make. We have all sorts of fruits, nuts, candies, as well as different bases such as regular ice cream, custard, yogurt. And for those that are lactose intolerant or need non-dairy, we also have almond milk and soy milk that they can choose for their bases. This is part of the fun of Sub-Zero, having the fog go all over the counter. The kids just go crazy over it. So come try us at Sub-Zero Ice Cream and Yogurt right here in beautiful Simi Valley, just down from the Ronald Reagan Library, 2091 Madera Road, next to the Target Center.
Hi, I'm Jim from Jim's Tire Center, and I'm proud to keep you safe on the road. I've been in the tire business pretty much all my life. I started in like 1967, and at this location since 1992. We stay real busy all the time. We do a lot of things. We do brakes, alignment, shocks, front end repair, and we have all the major tires. We have all of Michelin, Goodyear, Dunlap, all of them. And we stay busy all the time. And it's a real good thing. You know, we got a lot of nice customers, you know.
Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome to Custom Pie. We really love pizza at Custom Pie. We bake our pizzas in a beautiful wood-burning oven with the best ingredients made on house-made dough. It's the most simplest representation of what's really good about pizza. Everything from the meats that we choose and the cheeses that we put on our pies to the gelato that we serve and everything else in between is an important part of the good experience that is great pizza. We have so many wonderful and delicious pizzas to choose from. You're sure to find something that you enjoy, and if you don't, it is Custom Pie. Certainly we can make anything to your liking. We're located in Moore Park off the 118 on Collins. Please come and enjoy a fantastic pizza.
My name is Chris Johnson, owner of Hearts of Jade here in Moore Park. We're a succulent garden art and gift shop. Offers a unique presentation that you won't find anywhere else in Ventura County. We're offering a succulent garden wreath workshop out back this afternoon. We do those every Saturday.
Well, welcome to Hearts of Jade wreath making class. What we have here are topiary wreaths. They're sphagnum moth wreaths, and they have a metal frame in the middle. And they have 3 feet on the bottom and a hanger. You can either hang them or lay them flat. Just came off the knot. Gorgeous. They just all come together. Thank you, girls, for spending a beautiful Saturday with us at Hearts of Jade. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Yay.
Hi, this is Tom. If you like Chinese food, please come to Golden Tiger.
Hi, my name is Dorina, and you are here at Platinum Sports Center, Simi Valley's first trampoline park. We are excited to bring you some of the best quality programs in the nation. In fact, we do have national team members here, so we're excited to offer the world and introduce Platinum to the country. We have programs like urban gymnastics. We brought the outdoors indoor, creating New York City here in Simi Valley. We have gymnastics, artistic and rhythmic gymnastics. We have martial arts, urban. We have dance, special needs program, and we have a physical therapy right here in our own facility. So we're excited to offer you our new wonderful facility with just under 31,000 square feet. Regardless of whatever sport you're in, we have something for everyone.
So when you're in Simi Valley, come in to Platinum Sports Center and join us.
For over 25 years, we have had the honor of hosting dignitaries and corporate travelers from around the world, and the pleasure of preferred partnerships with Simi Valley's numerous upscale wedding venues. Our Mediterranean romantic style and generous amenities are in perfect harmony with the desires of today's traveler. You will find well-appointed guest rooms, including refrigerators, microwaves, coffee makers, wet bars, 40-inch plasma screen TVs, and more. Our sumptuous suites range from executive to luxury appointments. Our jewel, the Verde Hill Suite, boasts over 1,000 square feet of living space with fireplace, oversized jacuzzi tubs, elegant hand-picked furnishings, and patios. All of our guests enjoy a complimentary full buffet breakfast daily, featuring our famous omelet station, an offering from the griddle, sausage or bacon, potatoes, fresh fruit, hot and cold cereals, fresh baked pastries, a variety of juices, coffee, and tea. Our property also has over 5,000 square feet of banquet space. Our grand ballroom is over 1,900 square feet and offers the perfect backdrop to a reception or conference. Our garden patio is perfect for a wedding ceremony, rehearsal dinner, or ladies' luncheon. Our catering service offers both elegant wedding and professional conference design. The chef offers a delicious menu full of variety to choose from. Our exclusive property in Simi Valley, California is located halfway between Los Angeles and Santa Barbara. When you come to explore the Reagan Library and all that Simi Valley has to offer, remember the Best Western Plus, Posada Royale Hotel and Suites.
Dad, this is presented to you. This is to Lieutenant Colonel Clyde B. Stonewall East. Is presented with this plaque by Hometowns and Heroes TV show, honoring him as our hometown hero for his exceptional courage, valor, service, and success as a flying ace World War II pilot and decorated United States of America Combat Award Medal winner. March 13, 2014. Here you go, Dad.
I'm Congressman Tony Cardenas, and I want to thank Lieutenant Colonel Clyde East for his service to our nation. The United States of America is privileged to have had Lieutenant Colonel East serve in our armed forces. When visiting the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library, you can see Lieutenant Colonel East in the display of American heroes. His distinguished record of 400 missions over 3 eras is truly a feat to behold. Lieutenant Colonel East, thank you for your extraordinary service to our great nation.
Thanks for being with us on Hometowns and Heroes. And I know you probably have a hero in your hometown. Let us know about him or her or them, and we'll see what we can do. Until then, thank you for watching. Mark Stewart and Rebecca Blackwell from Hometowns and Heroes.